I'm turning 16 years old.
I am 16 years old.
Na miaka 17.
Nilikuwa ngumu sana. Yuko ka street, kuomba naona kabla chakula, kulala penye there is no blanket.
My father decided to marry me off to a very old man.
Huyo msee mwenye nilipewa alikuwa ameseka. It's not even the age of my father.
Nini alinipata akanipeleka msituni, nikaenda nikakaa huko na yeye, nilikuwa nalia tu. Akaniambia hakuna mahali unaenda kwa Ansele, wewe ni bibi yangu.
Nilipokuwa hapo form 2 nikapata mimba. Nilipopata mimba nikaogopa kumwambia mamangu kwa sababu nilijua ile mimba ataitoa ama atanifukuza pale nyumbani.
After kupata mimba nilikuwa darasa la 6 class 6. So na Charlie na yeye akasema polisi yake.
After nikiwa na mimba ya pili ndio mambo ilianza kubadilika. Bwana akaanza kuchange. Akaanza kuwa violence, simcaring, hata kujali anything kunihusu na niko mjamzito.
Kwa nyumbani penye nilikuwa nakaa sikuwa yani wakuwa nikubalia nisome. Walikuwa wananichapa kila saa, na pia hata nikikuwa mgonjwa anipeleke hospitali.
Kaona vile nitoroke usiku. Tulikuwa tumeleta msichana mmoja mwenzetu mwenye alikuwa na shida ya miguu. Sasa wakati tumeingia kwa msitu tukakimbisa na wanyama. Sisi wawili tukatoroka. Huyo mmoja akatakiwa na simba.
So I slept kwa msitu tena for the second day. The third day, that's when I arrived here.
I had a lot of things from the rescue center, from the community I live in. They give it a name which is not even nice to call it. It's called in Somali word, the place of bastards.
The war that we have is a war against the very fabric of the society. It is war against our girls. It is a war against our women. And we have also seen a war against our young boys. The statistics are not very interesting.
My community is one community who sees a lady cannot explain or talk about sex or anything to do with gender-based violence, sexual gender-based violence.
In Kwale County, the two most prominent tribes are the Digo and the Durumas. In their culture, as long as a girl has developed breasts or has started her periods, she's ripe for marriage.
Samburu is a county that have harmful cultural practices, and these harmful cultural practices have been embedded in the culture, in that when we take an example of the FGM, this is the people's way of life.
When a girl says that she wants to go to school, you are not given that opportunity. Inasema utaenda shule usome uende usaidie familia ya bwanako.
Most communities are patriarchal, and therefore abusing women, it is something that is taken like it is normal. It has been normalized. We are working very hard to bring this change of the way the communities look at issues, so that they can know that abusing women, girls, even little boys, is not normal at all.
Homa Bay is a county with the highest number of teen pregnancy cases of gender GBV or sexual harassment.
Most of the people in the society, they usually try to blame the survivors. They think whatever happened, it's because of maybe what you did that maybe provoked the other person from doing it.
When the sisters came here, they were not coming specifically to found the rescue center. They was teaching and pastoral work. But in the process of doing this pastoral work and teaching in schools, the first sisters came to realize now they are missing girl child so much. The girl comes to school today, tomorrow the girl is not there.
We used to have so many cases of GBV, and we had nowhere to take the women, nowhere to take the kids.
When the media picked this, the numbers grew tremendously, and whereas it was a very worrying trend, it also occurred to me that then these survivors were out there before, but they didn't have a safe place to go to.
And we still had the dream of opening a rescue center for both women and their children.
Our main objective as a whole is to support a needy child to reach where the child could have reached in life if the parents were there or were capable.
What happens when a survivor comes into our department? The first thing is we give them a priority. We integrated with reproductive health services with gender-based violence. If I take you back, it's because we reduce the stigma where this lady, when she's coming into this facility, she doesn't see that she's going. Nobody will know what she came for.
We have a counselor here who counsels the children who are there in need of counseling. Until their cases are done, they will be staying here with us for duration they are committed here.
So for the Kebene Young Mothers Project, we usually have a three-year plan for the girls. The first year, normally it is usually to take care of the pregnancy. Maybe the girl has a court case, she needs to go to the court and all that. Then the second year, after the baby has been born and he or she maybe is almost 6 months of age, it's when now we ask the girl, what do you want Kebene to do for you? Some of the girls usually choose to go back to school, while some usually choose to do the vocational training, considering their ages and all that.
We also hosted 2 community dialogues targeting women and young people.
The Accelerate program, it is a consortium of 3 organizations. That is Population Services Kenya, GVRC, that is Gender Violence Recovery Center, and PSI, Population Services International. And this program was looking at reducing 3 issues, that is 0 preventable maternal deaths, 0 unmet family planning, particularly among the adolescents, and 0 gender-based violence.
GVRC also realized that gender-based violence is not a fight that you can fight alone. So we looked at the cycle. How do survivors, for example, then reach the hospitals? We have ambulances, we then do have a toll-free line. And when they come to the hospitals, then there's a lot of training for community health promoters.
Since the Accelerate now started, it has drastically reduced when it comes to harmful practice like FGM. Garissa imeenda chini sana actually.
Some of the programs they have done, like the capacity building, it is said that when you have the knowledge, you have it all.
Since inception, through the GVRC centers, we've been able to support over 65,000 survivors of gender-based violence. GVRC has also an emergency response mechanism. And through this emergency response program, GVRC has been able to support over 180,000 survivors of gender-based violence. And that includes, of course, the legal aid.
I am proud that GVRC, through Accelerate program, didn't only work with women or girls, but also roped in both men and boys, because our communities are now realizing that it is their duty, other than GVRC, to ensure that their communities are safe from harmful practices and also safeguard the rights of women, men, girls, and even boys back in our community.
As a government, we have realized that this issue of gender equality and social and economic empowerment of women is not an initiative that we can achieve without the support of men. And for that reason, we have a program that we call Male Engagement and Inclusion, where we are also bringing men on board so that we can work together and they can become our champions, and together we can win the war.
Through the programs, we have engaged the Morans, and initially the Morans could not have married a girl who not cut. Currently, we have Moran champions who are going through the county telling the girls that if at all they had to go through the FGM, there are chances that they'll not get someone to marry.
Accelerate program has also supported the county government of Homa Bay in development of relevant policies like the gender-based policy, and also we have on board the child protection policy.
Accelerate has improved a lot of ways in rescue center. They have built for us a wall. They have brought a CCTV TV, and there's some tanks here. They're the one who funded for us.
Throughout the year, we have had support in terms of counseling sessions, group therapy sessions, empowerment sessions. This is where the ladies and the survivors have been taught baking skills, financial literacy classes. And it takes any form because most of the classes were built around the survivors. They were survivor-led.
For the women who undergo domestic violence, a lot of them kept saying they would love to leave their abusive relationships, but they can't leave because they're not economically empowered. We've had groups that said we want to upskill and get skills so that those ones, for example, who got into soap making, want to learn baking and would get the experts to come and do that.
I would like to say thank you to GBRC because there's a time we were struggling for resources and they came on board, gave us a space to work with them.
Kitu inanipea furaha sana huku ni vile watu wa GBRC walikuja, then wakatuprovidea new beds, mattresses and blankets.
We have been able to harvest water through the tanks they have provided, 3 tanks. That has also enabled us to do farming, to have kitchen garden. Together with the tanks, we have beehives. They gave us 20 beehives and also some chicken, 1,000 of them. They have given us some boilers.
GBRC ikakuja ikatufunza jinsi ya kukuwa na confidence. Sasa hiyo mara kwanza ile ukweli mimi sikuwa na confidence. Nilikuwa ni yule mtu mwenye uweza teto kafanya nini na ile siwezi ongea ninanyamaza. But now ninaweza simama nikasema ninapaswa kufanya hivi na ninapaswa niwe hivi. Sasa ninaweza imba mbele za watu juu I like to sing.
You can't develop a country with just infrastructure. The software is the people. And GBV is the single biggest threat to the software of a human being.
Sema na mimi.
The word home means to me is as an environment where a family come together, be it the nuclear family, which is normal to the other homes. This is a home, yes, but it's an expanded home with many children, but it's still a home.
Vile tu nilifika, nilipata hata kama siku za kwanza mtu ulia. Sikuwa naamini. Nikapata watu wananipenda, wananijali. Nikapata vitu za mtoto, nikajifungua, nikalipiwa bili ya hospitali. Wakanitoa hapo nje, wakanilentia nyumba, wakaninunulia kitanda, chakula, vitu za kuanza maisha.
When I came here, I found that there were some girls when walipitia what I had gone through and they were able to survive na wali rescue. So nilifeel niko sawa.
Vile niliingia huko nilihisi ya kwamba niko huru juu ya nini. Kulikuwa na chakula, kulala, penye kulala iko. Kwenda shule unaenda, pia unasoma.
After nimejoin primary, waliogopa kuja kunishukua kwa sababu wameona polisi kila siku wamekuwa wakishinda na sisi hapa. Sasa nimekuwa hata na courage ya kwenda shule na rudi bila wasiwasi yoyote.
Nyumbani nilikuwa ninajua Mr. malizana na masomo. Nilikuwa ninajua tu kimaliza class 8 hakuna mahali kokote kwenye nitaenda. But Kebene nashukuru sana, imenifanyia vitu mingi. Sababu imenipeleka shule, inanilipia school fees, inanipatia pocket money, na inanifanyia shopping nzuri yenye hata nyumbani nilikuwa sipati hiyo pocket money, wala hiyo shopping ilikuwa si rahisi upate.
Maono yangu ni kujitegemea mwenyewe, kuweza kulea mtoto wangu na kusaidia familia yangu.
Nimaliza shule, ningependa kuwa judge. Chenye ningependa kufanyia community ni wamalize hiyo mambo ya child marriage and FGM.
I want to believe one day, one time, this community will be transformed and will come to know for sure the importance of human value, human rights, and importance of education.
Most of the perpetrators, whether in the family or wherever, are men, like myself. So my call would be to my fellow men and boys, treat every woman the way you'd like your mother treated by another man, the way you'd like your daughter treated by another man.
And to the perpetrators, your days are numbered. The arm of the government is quite long. You will be caught. You'll not get away with it.
Haimanishi kuvunjika kwa mwiko ndio mwisho wa kupika. I'm not what happened to me. I'm what I choose to become after it.